Hey everybody, welcome. This is part 4 and it is the final part of this series. And what we're going to do here is add a link that is going to get our links. We are going to, oh, that's not going to be post, it's going to be a get and routes and get links. This obviously does not exist yet. So it's going to end up with an error, and that's all right. This shouldn't take us too long, to be honest. It's going to be a lot quicker than the previous one. So what do I got? An error here. Mismatch close delimiter, really? Oh, I see. Somehow must have accidentally got rid of that. Okay, so we've just got the one little error here. We're going to pop back over here. This is our previous. This is for adding a link. So now we're going to go ahead and get the links. So let's do it by adding this function first. These can both be asynchronous because in an SQLite database you can't query, or you can't two people can't put something into the database at the same time, but you can query it as much as you want. So this is going to be the response, this is going to be an error, and we're going to go ahead, and it looks very similar to the last one except there's no blocking this time. So I'm just going to say get all links. I'm going to pass in the pool, and then we're going to go ahead and await the map, and this time I'm going to call this links as opposed to link. We're going to take a response, and last time we converted it to JSON. We're still going to convert it to JSON, and we're going to have our error as always. There we go. Response and internal server error. Okay, cool. So right now this is all good. I hope this is pretty easy for you to understand. We just are going to grab, put an S there. We're going to grab all the links. We're going to pass it in the connection pool. We're going to, once it's done, we're going to map that to our response and pretty much just convert everything into JSON. Okay, so let's take a look here. This doesn't need to be public because we're only calling it from inside here. We're going to say pool. Once again, data pool. Okay, and let's go ahead and do this. Result. Now this time, because we're going to be returning multiple things instead of a single link like we had previously when we added the link, this time we got a vector of links. So diesel, we got a result error. Yep. All right, good. And then we're going to do the same thing we did earlier where we use this crate so we can access the table by name. And we're going to create a connection by pulling the connection from our pool. We're going to grab our result, and it's going to be done this way. DB connection. We're going to need to unwrap that. So there's probably some error handling and stuff I could do better here. Let's see, I've got, oh, this is going to be, let's see, that's good. Okay, I've got some error up here because I need to wrap that done. Okay, and that is it. So hopefully this is pretty easy. It's just calling this, we're waiting. So this is going to come down here. It's going to refer to the links, link table by name. We grab a connection, we load it. So this load here is getting the results as the struct link, which in our case, the result is going to be all wrapped up with a vector, and then it's going to be a vector. of links, and that's what gets mapped here. So hopefully that's pretty easy. We are going to go ahead and build this, and it shouldn't take too long, and hopefully we don't have any errors. Waiting, and cool. Let's run it. Okay, all right, let's go back over here. Now, if actually I don't need to run it here, I can just do 127.888. There we go. So that's just our regular one, and now we're gonna say get links. That gets that one. So let's add a few more in here. We have this. We can go back. Remember, we need to make sure that. There we go. We need to make sure that these are not duplicates, and we should be all right. So now if I run this again, you're gonna see I get all of the data. So let me make that a little bit bigger, make it a little bit nicer there. There we go. And it works. All right, so that is the basics of an API with ActixWeb, SQLite, and Diesel. If you got any questions, leave them in the comments below and I'll try to get back to you. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and what I'll probably do is I'll probably expand on some ActixWeb stuff as I'm learning it. Maybe we can talk about the more front-end side, how to do things like pagination and stuff like that. Pagination, I'm not even, and other things like that, which might be handy. All right, if you got any requests, you can also leave them, and if I'm doing it right now, then I can probably knock out a video for you. All right, cool. Thanks again.